exclusively negotiate through Truth Social posts from the president's toilet in the middle of the night.
So Jimmy Kimmel just eviscerated Trump's chaotic Iran policy through brilliant comedy, and it's more serious than it sounds. We're now 60 days into this Iran conflict, with naval blockades escalating and nuclear talks stalled, while Trump conducts foreign policy via 4 a.m. social media rants. Let's break this down.
And sure enough, a few hours later, early this morning, he posted this. Iran can't get their act together. They don't know how to sign a non-nuclear deal. They better get smart soon. No more Mr. Nice Guy. He posted this at 4:05 a.m.
That conscious uncoupling line is perfect. It captures exactly how Trump tries to spin military failures as victories. We've got Iranian ships still harassing commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz, while the administration pretends we've somehow won this thing. Classic misdirection.
So much for toning down the rhetoric, I guess. Can we maybe get him one of those bricks that locks him out of his phone between the hours of midnight and 6? Maybe one of those yonder pouches they have at concerts?
The yonder pouch comparison is brilliant because it treats the presidency like managing a disruptive teenager at a concert. We've normalized expecting our commander-in-chief to need digital babysitting. That's not presidential behavior. That's a cry for intervention that half the country just accepts as normal now.
Is it supposed to scare them? Wait, where am I? Is this supposed to scare them? Best case scenario, they go, you know what? The old man's lost his marbles. He can't sleep. He's cosplaying as Fat John Wick.
Exactly right about international perception. When foreign ministers brief their leaders, they're literally discussing America's president like an unstable relative. Iran's leadership sees these manic episodes and calculates accordingly. Erratic behavior isn't intimidating. It's strategically exploitable weakness disguised as strength.
Does he really think that this image will strike fear into the beards of those hardcore religious zealots running around? After 2 months of being bombed, they're going to open their laptops, they're going to look and they're going to go, oh, Mushtaba, get in here. This time he means business. He looks like Rambo and Dumbo at the same time.
The cosplay warrior imagery is dead on. Real military strategy requires careful calculation, alliance building, economic pressure. Social media theatrics with fake tough guy photos actually undermine serious diplomatic efforts. Iran's Revolutionary Guard isn't scrolling Instagram looking for motivation. They're planning around American unpredictability.
But I do want to commend him. What happened at the Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday was very scary, and he waited 3 whole days before posting a picture of himself holding an assault rifle, showing a lot of restraint.
This restraint joke hits hard because it shows the pattern. Any criticism gets met with implicit threats. The DOJ is now prosecuting comedians over seashell arrangements, while this administration posts gun photos after roast dinners. That's not coincidence. It's systematic intimidation of free speech.
So yesterday, the Justice Department came up with a new indictment against Comey, claiming he posted a death threat against the president on Instagram last year. Now, if you've not seen it, this was the death threat. It is a photo of seashells and some rocks on the beach arranged to read 8647. And that could land Jim Comey in prison for 10 years.
10 years for arranging seashells. Think about that resource allocation. While real crimes go unprosecuted, federal agents are building cases around beach photography. This isn't law enforcement. It's political theater designed to chill speech. The precedent being set here threatens every comedian, journalist, and critic.
Now, 86 is a restaurant term for when you cancel an order, and Trump is the 47th president. But Trump took this conveniently in a very different way.
The restaurant term angle is crucial. 86 literally just means cancel the order in every kitchen in America. Any server knows this. The fact that prosecutors are twisting common slang into death threats shows how desperately they're reaching to criminalize ordinary speech.
And the rumor is that part of the reason Pam Bondi got the axe is because even she didn't think this was worth pursuing. But acting Attorney General Todd Blanche is very eager to get the job permanently. And so now he has to go out there and defend this with a straight face.
Bondi's resistance tells you everything. When even Trump's handpicked AG thinks a case is bogus, but her replacement pursues it for career advancement, you're watching prosecutorial independence die in real time. This is how authoritarian legal systems operate. Loyalty over law.
They do an investigation. They leave no seashell unturned.
While federal prosecutors analyze seashell patterns, organized crime operates freely, cybersecurity threats multiply, and financial crimes go uninvestigated. This misallocation of DOJ resources isn't just absurd, it's a genuine threat to public safety. Priorities have completely inverted.
Do you think a U.S. Attorney General has ever said the words, "This isn't just about seashells," before?
That question perfectly captures the historical absurdity. No attorney general in American history has had to seriously argue that beach debris constitutes criminal threats. We've crossed into completely uncharted territory of legal weaponization that would be comedy if it weren't so dangerous.
I think we all remember that famous quote from The Godfather when Don Corleone said, 86 the son of a gun, and do it with seashells.
Real criminal organizations use encrypted apps, code words, dead drops, not Instagram posts with seashells spelling out restaurant slang. If federal prosecutors think this constitutes criminal communication, they fundamentally misunderstand how actual threats work. It's embarrassingly amateur legal reasoning.
And if he loses, he might go to prison because Donald Trump watched Goodfellas on TBS this weekend.
The arbitrary prosecution point is vital. When someone's freedom depends on how the president interpreted a movie he watched, you don't have rule of law, you have rule of whim. This is exactly how democratic institutions collapse, one politically motivated case at a time.
When is enough already? Even Republicans are starting to speak out about these vendettas coming after talk shows, Instagram posts.
Republican pushback matters because it shows this transcends partisanship. When your own party warns about prosecutorial overreach, you've crossed serious lines. Free speech protections aren't liberal or conservative, they're foundational. Smart Republicans see where this trajectory leads and want no part of it.